Hey everybody, my name is MR-NIGHTMARCHER, and today I wanted to talk to you about the new release that is happening very soon. Today is the last day before it gets released. It's called New World. It's the MMO that everybody's talking about, and I'm sure you've seen a ton of hype about this, and a lot of your friends are talking about this, but nobody seems to be talking about one of the most important things with a brand new MMO like this, is basically how to select your server, right? A lot of people will go into this thinking that they want to pick X server for whatever reason, or they want to follow their streamer friends, or they want to be on the same server as some of the biggest streamers out there, but they're not taking in consideration some of the most important factors, like things like queue times and server load and or faction maxing, which I'll talk about sometime soon. But today I wanted to talk to you about that and kind of discuss the reasons why I picked the server that I'm going on after much deliberation with a lot of other communities and a lot of other players, a lot of friends of mine who are going to be playing this game. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a website that's actually been very helpful on understanding where a lot of the server loads are going to be distributed from the streamer side of things, right? So there is a website called Streamers on New World. It's right up here. I'll link it down below. And what we're going to do here is we're going to show you basically how to pick and how to look at what servers might have the best opportunity for you and your friends to jump onto, right? So we're going to go down here to list, and we're going to take a look at the different lists that they have available. I'm going to make this a little smaller so you can see everything. As you can see, we have the list here, and we have all the different regions that you can go on to. We can also see the ones that are undeclared, so some streamers who are declaring that, hey, I'm going to play the game, but I don't know exactly what server yet. Then we have a lot of the ones who are basically saying, no, I know exactly which one I'm going to and how many people are probably going to be playing on it, right? So when I'm thinking about, okay, I want to play the game, whether or not I'm a PvPer or a PvEer, this is greatly going to affect how I play the game on the server that I choose. So the reason why I say that is if you are a PvPer and you're thinking about being a certain faction, well, you might be highly outnumbered, and we've seen the case in different WoW servers back in the day where certain people will go either Alliance or Horde, and the server just doesn't have the ability to create a balance, so that one side or the other just dominates the entire server, and anybody who wants to PvP in open world basically gets demolished anytime they try to. New World is trying to combat that, and I'm going to explain to you how they're doing that. But let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to be playing on the NA East server, so I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to go over here and take a look at any follower range, right? I want to see all of that. So the first thing you're going to see here is basically who has the most followers and where is it going to go, right? So we've got things up here that are going to be different servers in the list of the North America East server list. And you see here streamer is Stone Mountain 64. Got a very high impact. He's going to go with the Syndicate faction, and you can expect to see his followers in about this number either trying to play on his server with him or against him, right? This is the impact that they're assuming the server or this streamer is going to have on the server. Likewise, you got somebody like Asmongold, who is extremely popular on Twitch. He's going to be in the Olympus server on this world set here, and he's going to have a very high impact with this amount of influence, right? So as you can see, what you probably want to do is start just sorting your server list by alphabetical, going down and seeing which servers have which streamers pledged to playing on it, and see how that's going to affect you. On this one, you're going to see where, you know, they don't know where they're going to go and play as yet, but they have a either very high all the way down to very low influence over the population of that server. So I took this into the high consideration. One, going back to it, which would be just the immense queue times that some people will see based on the impact a particular streamer or streamer community will have on a server, right? A lot of people were talking about reserving your names and getting in there, reserving your clans and all this stuff. That will impact this as well, right? So the ones who don't get bombarded by the thousands and thousands of followers of a particular streamer, you have a higher chance of, you know, acquiring your name for your guild, your clan, and two, you have just a easier chance on getting into the server than, say, some of the other people. Now, a lot of times that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a hard time for you to get in, but if you look at the schedules of these particular streamers like Aqua FPS, or like again Shroud, or you look at if he's playing it, I don't even know if these people are playing it. If you look at Asmongold, you look at his schedule. When he gets on a server, all of his friends and all of his community, a lot of them start to log into the server as well, so that they can be a part of the show in the background, if anything, right? So you got to take that in consideration when you're starting your journey into picking and selecting what server you're going to be on New World. I don't think a lot of people are actually talking about this, and believe me, you don't want to be the one who jumps into a very, very overly populated server just because you didn't know any better. So that's what this video is about, is just to try to point out one of the tools that I used here to select a server that I'm going to be on. I am going to be running on the Orun server right over here. It's got a decent population of streamers who are going to be on it, but not a lot of them are above the medium range of effect. And even if they are, they're not going to be playing the faction that I want to play. So that might help with my PvP experience on the server. It's also going to help with the economic experience on the server as well, as far as people being able to PvE farm or craft things relatively easily, or trade them between city points and towns. You also want to keep an eye out for stuff like that when you're looking at these stats to see how it's going to affect you in game. So that's just the number one thing that I wanted to talk about today, guys. I hope that this video helped you guys with selecting a server, or at least bringing to light an issue that I don't think a lot of people are talking about. Everybody is talking about, you know, what's the meta builds and how to play the game, and rushing to get settlements and stuff like that, or whether or not you should buy or use certain weapons or housing and stuff. Honestly, I'm of the mindset that you want to play this game the way you want to play it, and I'm not going to tell you how to do that. But I do want you to at least have the opportunity to play well and without the long queue times like everybody else might be having. So again, guys, I hope that this video helped you. If it did, please consider leaving it a like and giving a thumbs up, comment on it. If you didn't, please let me know why you didn't like it. I'm trying to grow the channel here on YouTube. However, I am going to be doing an event when the servers do go live over the next couple of days. So please go check me out. I am going to stream one time on my Twitch channel because of this event, but the rest of it is going to be here on my YouTube channel. So please drop that subscription so you guys know when the next time I go live on this channel is, and when more content comes out concerning New World. Till later, I'll catch you guys on the battlefield.